Okay, so we're 8 to 9 billion different types of people, but however, when we have a blood test, we all sit in the same normal distribution specifically for that blood test. How is that even possible? So let's step back a little bit. Let's pretend you're female for a moment and you're suffering from lethargy, fatigue, mood swings, poor sleep, poor appetite. We both go to our GP and we turn around and say these symptoms. Our GP does a baseline panel test and the results come in and we both sit in the same normal distribution for this blood test. How is that even possible? Your epigenetics are different to me, your microbiome, your gut health is different to me, your life events are different to me, your hormonal profile is different to me, everything about you is different to me. You're completely individual compared to me. So when we're doing this panel testing, we're looking at a personalized approach where we test 450 to 650 biomarkers or end organ inflammatory markers specific to you with your own bell curve, and I have my own bell curve. Does that make sense? So if my symptoms, if I wanted to improve my mood, my libido, my energy, I would look at the inflammatory markers associated with those organs and I'd have my own bell curve specifically to that. And I wouldn't want to be normal, I don't want to be 70%, I want to be optimal, I want to be functioning at 140%. And you might want to improve your metabolism and you might want to improve your sleep. So you have your own normal bell curve and your own distribution specifically with your end organ inflammatory markers. And whilst we're doing that, we can do some other tests. So we can look at cardiac function specifically for you. So we can look at your homocysteine, your cholesterol, all the fun things that happen in there. We can look at your gut, your microbiome specific to you, food sensitivities, intolerances down here. Then we can look at metabolism and the way you metabolize things, your leptins, your insulin management, your HbA1c. Then we can look at your own specific endocrine function, i.e. your own hormone function. So we can look at stress hormone to make sure there's nothing like cortisol is not peaking or going down in terms of adrenal fatigue or your estrogen or testosterone. We can also do specific things like look at your immune system and optimize this. And then we can also do something like fertility, where instead of you having one standard test, we can do cyclical mapping of how do the hormones change in terms of variability to optimize you. We can also partner this with specific tests such as biological aging in terms of your glycans, or we can look at gene expression in terms of methylation gene testing. So if we personalize the approach for you and we specifically get results specifically to you in terms of your own normal distribution and where you'd like to lie, i.e. would you like to be normal or would you like to be optimal, we can move the needle specifically to that because we can take all this data and we can make a personalized program for you in terms of biohacking where we can make you look like a superstar and perform like a legend. However, we can make you superhuman in terms of Superwoman or Superman.